Okay. So this is kind of... I'm just gonna turn on a save here, because... This seems like pick one of two endings. It's like either you pick... You know, doing Salvador's way, just blowing the place up and... You know, force, you know, green tech on the world. Or... You know, it's actually very similar. Like, you know, many countries are now shying away from nuclear power after Japan happened. You know, bad disaster and everything. It's pretty much that. It's actually very surprising how actual this storyline actually is when you compare it to that. Yeah, I mean, some countries are even just, you know, completely stopping using nuclear power, so... Yeah. So it's either that, or sacrifice Faye. It's like, well, sacrifice one person to prevent a disaster, which in the end might end up killing us in a couple hundred years. If you know, if we assume their timeline is what's gonna happen. So I think for now it would be better to, you know, have faith in humanity and, you know, oh, I guess I gotta talk to him or something.
You cannot blackmail Bent.
I hope for you, you are wrong. You don't make a move until Bent Svensson is made.
Well, how do I make my decision? Because I cannot move. Oh.
Hey!
Her.
Damn it!
I opened the valve. You can activate the emergency flooding now.
He won't do that! Poor Faye would drown if he did. And now, let me in! I have the algae, and I still want to negotiate.
Huh. Can we talk
That's
to...
no use.
Hmm.
Bent.
Yeah.
If you can't sacrifice me,
Stop! What are you doing?
steam, not smoke.
What's so funny?
Your friends just got steamed. Do you want to know what for? For nothing. Nothing has changed. My power plant is still standing. I am alive. And you don't really believe that I will just let you walk away with the algae, do you?
Well, we don't have the algae.
Yes, that is exactly what I believe. Good evening, Dr. Svensson. My name is Miranda Barbarez. I think that is enough of an introduction.
Nope.
I was at my husband's dinner party when I received a distress call from Brazil. The call came from your son at the command center of Emilio Indez. He said some crazy stuff about time travels, then put me through to you. What in God's name is going on there?
What is going on? I can tell you exactly what is going on here. A catastrophe is going on. 2 people just died because we are incapable of change.
Calm down, please. I promise that we will start an investigation into this incident. Come to Oslo immediately and bring that algae with you. We'll talk about everything else there.
I guess we still do have the algae. I think it would shatter or something when dropped, but... I wonder if that even was a choice in there, because... I don't know, maybe it could. Kind of get the feeling that there wasn't a choice, just, you know, the sense of having one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hurricanes, forest fires, melting polar caps, and expanding deserts. Climate change is said to make our planet uninhabitable, but will it be as early as 2050? Today, I welcome the author of the novel, The Phoenix Plan. He has a doctorate in physics, is a special emissary of the EU, and an ambassador for a better world. Welcome, Dr. Leif Ogerson.
Good evening, Tom.
Leif, your novel ends with a terrible catastrophe. Gonzalo, a militant eco-activist from the future, causes a major nuclear disaster, thereby destroying all of South America. That was the only way to save the world for good, or so he said. Are you serious?
Did you just tell the whole world about the fantastic ending of my novel?
It is a very cynical ending.
Yes, it is. Seriously, the important question you should ask is this. How can you encourage 7 billion people to act? 2 people alone can't save the world.
So you want to provoke your readers into action? Do you really think a sci-fi thriller is the right platform? Why wouldn't it be? My God, we live in the 80s.
Bullocks. Complete and utter nonsense.
What, talk shows?
Mr. Tall Tales tells the truth for once, and then claims that he had just made all of it up.
It's what they call force of habit, Bent. Some people never change.
Bah. Is there any more coffee?
Nope.
Damn it. How are we supposed to help save the world when we are out of coffee?
I'll get some tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow? In a couple 100 years, Sydney burns, Moscow trembles, and London drowns. We don't have time to dawdle. I need my coffee, and I need it now.
Bent?
What?
Moscow freezes.
Right.
Credits? Yes, credits, with a big fat cursor. Alright. That's some pretty good music playing right now. I like that. Man, what a strange, strange game. I mean, yeah, it is just strange. It's on so many levels. I mean, it is a time-traveling tale on, you know, being good for the environment, yet blowing up a continent to save the world in the past to then save the future. It's such a weird story. It really is. I mean, then there's the voice acting, which is just all over the place. Like it rarely really fits the mood. It rarely does, right? But somehow I really enjoyed it. I don't know, there's just something about it which just made it very enjoyable to play. Despite me getting stuck and, you know, being kind of a dumbass in some cases. But, yeah, very enjoyable. It's very, very enjoyable. I'm glad I played through this, because that was a lot of fun. Just, yeah. It's a really strange game, but it's so worth it. It's very inconsistent as well. I mean, sometimes I find the voice acting to be, you know, it's fine, but when there's, you know, any sort of demand on the voice acting, that's just horrible. Yeah, very inconsistent as well. Sometimes even just such a simple thing as the volume seems to go up and down in several lines, and it's really noticeable. Or at least I found it to be really noticeable. Then there's the subtitles. My god, are they a lot of typos in there. Just really poor subtitling. hell, even sometimes only having the German in there, which, or even hell, having the German voice acting line still in there. Yeah, not very good quality control on this game. Yeah, quality assurance. Just a guy. No, just a couple of more. But those guys, they didn't do a good job. They are mostly Germinal, so they probably just tested the German version, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, doesn't seem like there was too much testing on the English one. But yeah, I mean, sure, it's very, very indie in that way. Like, it's just kind of poor, but yeah, it's good. Sort of. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell you why I liked playing this, but I did. It's just one of those games where it's like, I really, I'm enjoying it, but I have no clue why. Don't even ask me, because I can't tell you. I mean, the story-wise, I'm not really a green guy, let's say. So that part of the story doesn't even interest me much. And, voice acting, subpar. Subtitling, subpar. Cool art style. Cool art style. Ooh, I'll shut up. Oh god. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. Totally. That was gonna happen. That was gonna happen. It's just gonna keep repeating itself. Alright. That seems interesting. I'm actually very curious if you can actually change different, pick differently. Yeah, I'm very curious about that. I did throw down a save, so maybe I should just go check. Because that would be interesting. Like, okay, can you actually go, blow up the reactor, and what will it show then? Just the loading takes a little while. Okay, so what were my choices here?
He is completely mad.
He's mad.
You don't make a move until Ben's...
Okay, so I went down before, right?
You don't make a move...
He is
Can I do anything?
You don't make... You don't make...
Bent. If you can't sacrifice me...
This is supposed to be the other one, right?
Stop! What are you doing?
Why is he up there already? Huh.
Steam, not smoke.
Okay. So there is at least a variation. There is at least a variation. Yeah, return. Let me just, mess around with this a little. So if I go down to the bottom, that went into a little side entrance where, Salvador would actually walk up and it would go there. This time it didn't. So I wonder, what if I want to blow it up? How do I achieve that?
You don't make a...
Because I don't really see it.
You don't make a... I promise, so let it be. I promise, so let it... You don't make a...
I hope everything...
Of course.
No, not really getting the feeling like, hey, this is where I can...
That's no use.
Yeah, I don't get the feeling
You don't
that
make...
you can, in fact.
Hey!
Yeah, okay, so that happens. Then... Salvador disappears? No, it's just like, hey, you have to turn these.
I opened the valve.
Okay.
He won't do... Poor... And now I have...
Okay, so now let's see if I can do anything different. I kind of get the feeling I can't now, but
No way. No way.
Yeah, it's just, no way, you can't do
Me
anything.
and my knife.
You have come a long way.
Whether with a knife or without, a direct attack would be my certain death.
Yep. That's exactly what I mean with the German.
No way. That's no use. Maybe I can distract him with my time radio transmitter.
Really?
I already told you, radio operator. Talk?
Is it?
I hope everything.
Of course.
Salvador! He's ignored.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it gives you any other choices, sadly. So can I turn the valve again? Will that maybe change it?
It's open already.
Yeah, no, it's basically saying no. There's only one outcome. So you end with a time paradox. That's how the game ends. A time paradox. Which is interesting, I have to say. Yeah, I don't know. Very, very much enjoyed playing through this. Yeah, can't really say why, because it's such a weird and not overly, you know, polished game, let's say. I mean, not at all. But it is very enjoyable, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. So, for now, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys next time. See you, dudes.